mists eternal where daylight dies, the Lord of Barovia watches from the skies. His castle looms, a coffin of stone, a kingdom cursed, a ruler alone. Adventures lost to fate's cruel hand, step forth unknowing into the land. The cards are drawn, the night grows near. Welcome, my friends, Strahd is in mists eternal where daylight dies, the Lord of Barovia watches from the skies. His castle looms, a coffin of stone, a kingdom cursed, a ruler alone. Adventures lost to fate's cruel hand, step forth unknowing into the land. The cards are drawn, the night grows near. Welcome, my friends, Strahd is
Rolling over. Hello, everybody. How are you guys today? And welcome to episode 4 of Sanguine Destiny. We are going to divert ourselves a little bit from the main storyline, as Biggles has said in the YouTube chat that he is sick this evening, doesn't really have a voice, and would be coughing up a storm into all of our ears. And I appreciate him not wanting to subject all of us to that. But we're just going to sort of roll back time with the characters we do have this evening and learn a little bit about them as we maybe learn some connections later on with our characters and what happens as they adventure through Barovia. But before that, I have an icebreaker that I just thought of here as I was grabbing my iced coffee and my water for this evening and went to grab my ice tray out of the freezer, right? And I realized that they were like half full. And I don't think ice evaporates like that. Like, it could be user error. I could have been an idiot when I filled them. But they were like weirdly shaped and half full. So I don't know what that could have been. Like, if I like lost power at some point and they morphed funny, or if anybody just knows that I'm an idiot for user error on filling up ice trays. The other ice tray was fine, and I filled them up just pretty much at the same time. So it was just very strange when I went to go refill the ice on my iced coffee.
Were they leaning on a bag of peas?
No, they were flat. They were perfectly fine. They leveled. So I don't know what sorcery this is.
Mystery unfolds.
Yes, yes. But I thought that would be a fun little icebreaker because, it's both a clever pun and I thought of weird. But anyway, hello, Moss. Hello, Anthony.
Hello.
How are you guys today?
Fantastic. Doing good. I'm I'm excited to learn about my character. Genuinely,
having a good
genuinely.
time.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see. I get a little sneak peek to see what he saw.
Yeah,
Right.
just we're gonna definitely work on our improv as I obviously didn't write full backgrounds for your characters, and we've talked about things smidgenly to connect kind of to the campaign and whatnot. But I think the scenarios that I have today are going to be a lot of fun for both of you, and maybe help you develop your character as much as chat learn about your character itself. So I'm quite excited. A few things I will say. The maps we will be using have been designed by Moss, and if you
That's me.
do love them, he uploads quite often on the Patreon, and also Saturday mornings he does map making with Moss. So if you like these maps, somewhere in one of our things, I can't keep track of where buttons are and how to get to places, but we have a Patreon, and the maps are all up there. I actually have been writing some adventures to post up there too, and I finally figured out how I want to present those to the world because, yeah, so the first one should be coming out here soon, and those will go up on our
Nice.
Patreon, and just kind of depending on the length that I went to create these adventures, we'll probably decide on which tier they go into. But for the most part, this first one will definitely be free, and I'm gonna do a few, making it for Pathfinder 2e. Probably gonna do for 5th edition, and then maybe another one. Maybe I'll go through and add them to different tabletop games as I learn how to make adventures for other tabletop games. But yeah. With that, you know what? Let's I guess we'll just roll into this thing. And last week, when we sort of ended the session, you guys had just fended off a vampire spawn attack, got some much needed rest, did a little leveling up to level 2, and were kind of presented with a bunch of weird things going on in Valaki. You found out that anybody who goes against the word of the Baron goes to this place called the Reclamation Center, which is kind of newly formed over the last year, and it seems to be some sort of place instead of a jail or anything like that these people go to. And there seems to still be a mystery about whether these people are being killed or, the few you've heard come out sort of in a strange state. And then you were offered a job by Erwin, the innkeeper, to go and get his wine from the Wizard of Wines because he hasn't gotten a delivery in a while. And a sad life in Barovia would probably be suicidal without some sort of alcohol. So to save the population of Valaki, you've been asked to go get some wine. And I'll say, we'll sort of turn back time a little bit, maybe till right before the vampire spawn or something like that, where you're sort of resting a bit, numlock. You put yourself sort of in your sleep mode, as you do with Windows. And that thrumming goes off, that sort of heartbeat sensor, that connection to your master that you've always had. And it sort of is always acting like a compass and a location kind of radar for you. Normally, you could, with a good range, you haven't tested out the max range, but a very good range could always sense your master. And you get that feeling now, but you feel like that there's some sort of interference with it. For 1 minute, you get a couple beeps that are, a couple of these sensation that he's close, right, within a mile, let's say. And then you'll get another one, maybe 30, 40 miles, and then real close. And so you can sense it, but you don't know how far. Maybe that might be a goal. If we hit $300, I will do a short of me singing. If I could turn back time. And it kind of brings you back to a memory you had of
A much simpler time.
yes, your master Eon Gray used to hold a small school on his cliffside little wizard manor tower area. And there was you and a handful of other automatons who would help kind of educate or help with research the initiates he would bring in. He would bring in, half a dozen at a time. And this brings you back to early on in that kind of process. Eon, sort of a younger wizard. I'll bring a photo of him up here for you if I click all the right buttons.
Very young wizard.
Yeah, earlier in his school days, when you remember he started to become more involved with the students. He sort of started this school really just to allow wizards or sorcerers or any magically inclined person to come and research and be free with their arcane and academic research. And you might have been helping a couple this anxious storm acolyte and this curious one sort of go through some lessons, or if they had questions they would come to you. You were the most advanced automaton, not in the sense that that any of them were less of a being, but the bodies they were in just were not as refined as yours. And so you were kind of the steward of Master Eon's school, so to speak, when he wasn't around or was in his little wizard tower, his kind of area off the side of the coast there, just a little bit of ways, but enough to give him privacy if he had his own research to do. So what kind of, you're back to this middle of the day, you got a couple acolytes with you, there's people running around. What do you think, Numlock? What's like the day-to-day? You got a couple students who are asking you some questions, maybe about different research and things like that. How did Numlock normally guide them through this process?
Numlock would definitely take more of a mathematical approach, making sure that the students had the right ratios of spell components and making sure that they are combining them in the correct order. Whenever I would think that whenever he wasn't helping students, he would have been kind of doing the bookkeeping, ordering the components and making sure, what finances we had were all in order and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
And he did that most of the time because he only had to rest for 2 hours.
nice. One of these acolytes who, has a couple books in front of him, looks up and sees you and goes, Master Numlock, I'm looking into, methods. They're these kind of creation of elements, but they're, I don't want to say evil because nothing really says that they're evil, but they don't act like other elementals. They're created of the same elementals that the other books talk about, but I want to know why they're so different. Do you think or do you know of a book that might kind of cross-reference? I think it's got to be some sort of dimensional flair, right? Like the pictures I've seen, all these methods sort of look like little demons, but they're made out of elements. So I'm curious if there's ever been a book, or do you know anything, or maybe Master Eon can answer this. But is it influence coming through other realms? Is that possible?
Two questions for you, GM.
Yes.
One, would I know that? And two, if not, do I have a book that I might know about that?
Roll me. Let's see, which one of these? I need to get a thing that has them all up. Roll me an Arcana.
+6. I'll take it. I think I do.
I think you do. And if if Moss has any idea of making this canon into the world here, if you're more than welcome to take it away if you have an idea for that.
Yes. You see, young Billy, the element of fire represents chaos. If I were to get philosophical for but one moment, chaos embodied would be flame, and flame embodied would be the method. Therefore, you have the perception of an evil creature. Although, the definition of evil may not necessarily apply to the method. It is more chaos incarnate, in a very small form.
Well, I guess that makes sense, but I guess my question is like, how does the difference between like a regular elemental of fire, right? Kind of these big infernos of the fire itself come to be, or the creation of a method, which is kind of the same thing when you look at it from like an arcane standpoint. Is it just harnessing? Is the method harnessing, the elemental power better to form a little bit more of a solid being, I guess? Or is there some sort of, cross-contamination from, because they sort of look like little demons or devils. Is there some sort of cross-contamination from the hells?
This is a great question, Billy. Allow me to ponder on what I know.
And I would say you would probably know a book
Moss ponders.
as well that probably, might steer him into that direction.
Okay. I'll just like reach behind me and see if the book is on the shelf behind me. I'll just reach back and hand it to him.
Yeah, with the natural 20, it can definitely be in this room on one of the few bookshelves that are here.
Yeah, and perhaps I will explain further once I've had a chance to ponder.
And Billy kind of thanks you, and a few moments later, Master Eon sort of strolls into the room. It takes just a moment to kind of study the acolyte studying in you, and he goes, yes, Numlock, I received word not too long ago that I am needed elsewhere. I might be gone for a few days. I plan on returning, but preparations for my trip, my long-term trip, that might take a few years that we have talked about previously, I think I've stumbled upon a good lead for myself.
Yes, Master Eon. Is there anything you would like me to take care of while you are gone?
Make sure none of the kids blow up the manor, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
That is easily handled. I can do that while also upkeeping the books.
Perfect. And he kind of goes over and, sees what these acolytes are up to, and maybe gives a couple pointers, or, gets the question thrown at him that you just kind of answered. And the book you picked was obviously the perfect choice. And as he leaves the room, he sort of is mumbling about, about this question that this acolyte had brought up. I never really thought about in summoning. If you are maybe pulling powers from other realms, he's like, that's a very deep thought process to go down. And let me know when I get back. Let me know if you find anything. And then he sort of wanders off, and you can hear him kind of talking to other acolytes or giving sort of orders to other automatons as he makes his way kind of through the manor. But I will take a perception check from you, Numlock.
Of course. I would love to.
You have the normal thrumming you hear, and when he teleports away or does whatever he does, you can kind of feel that kind of string pull, so to speak, and he's left. But then right after that, there's almost like a sizzling that you kind of catch, and it almost sounds like it's coming from outside. And a few moments later, you hear the crashing of windows and sort of a couple shouts of alarm go up, and you hear one acolyte come in from this automaton. Sorry, there's an automaton in here. Come in from this other room and say, Numlock, I think we are under attack by little elemental creatures. They've just crashed through, well, I assume all of the windows in the manor, and I can hear them attacking some of the students. And with that...
Yes. Please initiate security protocol number 7. And I'll just grab my great sword off of the wall next to me.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and go into initiative.
Beautiful.
I guess I forgot to ask Anthony, can you see this screen on Foundry?
Perception initiative?
Yeah.
Is it always going to be perception initiative, or should I continue asking every time?
It kind of depends on the situation. So, let me sort of gather every single combat here. And do I have that one selected? If you guys are like sneaking around and want to enter combat, I can go off stealth. So it sort of just depends on what state you're in. I'm going to remove him. I have so many initiatives to roll. I should have probably just done these as a group, but I like their names. It's really funny.
Thankful patched up automaton.
Optimistic storm acolyte.
I didn't see the screen anymore as soon as he does.
All right. Well,
I just keep
You'll
going
go
lower and
eventually.
lower in initiative.
You'll get to eventually play, I think.
how do I clear the dice?
You're like middle of the pack.
Oh. Off
Okay,
the
bottom
side
middle.
of my screen.
Bottom
Okay.
middle.
Too many dice.
Medium low.
Moving all the dice real quick. Yeah, that's the guy that's... All right. No, I can't move camera. There we go. All right, and you hear some screaming and shouting as some guys are going to start to punch other guys. And I think these guys die pretty easy, but that's okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, no wonder he's irritated.
That would be good.
Yeah, just got punched.
Who's... Oh, wait, where are we? I was here. All right. Envy's patchwork. All right, this was the guy that ran into the room to grab you. And that was his Initiative. Why did it? Hold on. We're gonna jump to the next round because that was annoying. Okay. All right. So his thing is he's going to run across and close this door and stand guard by the door, readying an action for if anything opens the door. This guy. Is going to try to bite one of the initiates. To be. He is gonna try to maul one of the initiates. He is gonna miss. He's good there. Guy next to him runs under the table and does the same thing. Oh, boy. He's going to actually maul first. Ooh.
Quick question. Should my stamina be full?
Yeah,
Right
go
now?
ahead and put yourself up to
Okay.
full everything.
I'll make a note as to where it was for next game.
You hear a blood-curdling scream as it sounds like maybe one of the acolytes has died.
Oh no. Making mental note. Must ready incinerator.
Well, alright, well, I didn't think I was going to roll high on every single one of these guys, so I do feel bad now for... That's good.
Like all of his students are just gonna die.
Oopsie daisy. That's okay, it makes it more dramatic. Oh, yep.
That was less dramatic.
Less dramatic, but still
Oh, hey.
dead.
I see you on the list now.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Oh, I actually scrolled down menu.
Well, hopefully all these high rolls are what I do to all these NPCs who don't really matter, but, you know.
They matter to their parents.
Critical
Yes, they do.
misses. Yes, they do.
Ooh. Not so happy.
All right, this guy. 5, 10. Needs to double move to get up here. And he will... Oh, he's... Never mind. This one doesn't have to move that far because he has a mouth beam. These patchwork guys are pretty cool. Except for he rolls a 1. Cool. And you hear in your mind, Numlock, that a lot of the automations are reaching out to you telepathically, which is how you guys, communicate through the manor. And these little creatures, you're kind of getting a mental description of them. They are a little bit smaller than goblins. They're sort of almost like little gremlins, but they're armored, and they have these oversized mauls that they are using to strike down the students at the moment. And this one is here. You can see one of these creatures opens up this door and will get attacked by the guy who went and closed it. He will slam a fist down and hit. But he will in turn take a maul hit to... All right, the acolytes sort of back up kind of against the wall here. He's got a decent shot on that guy. But does he have any? Nope, doesn't really have any spells. So he's going to back up and kind of pull his sword. And and sort of get ready for it. He tells you there are 2 in this other room that he can see, sort of creep around a corner.
Okay.
And what's this guy's movement? Speed 20. And this guy gets right inside the door as well and will attempt. Oops, he will attempt a couple attacks here. Ooh. Alright, some damage, and then with a -5. Oh, yeah. Using the desk, that guy does a pretty good job. Now it is up to you, sir. You have one of these Vexgits in the doorway here,
Okay.
and you can hear battle happening in other parts of the manor, or the mansion.
Okay. I see that acolyte is pretty badly injured, so I'm going to run over. Let's see, where's my movement? How much do I have? I think it's 25. I think my movement is 25. Where's it on the sheet?
Yeah,
let's
you
see,
have
25 feet.
25.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Okay, so I'd probably need to go around. Oh my goodness. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And then I assume I can hit him from here?
Yeah, as long as you're within that, like, 5 feet. Yeah, you're close enough. That's fine.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just strike out at him. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything special with this one. But I do want to go ahead and use a boon right quick
Perfect.
because he is attacking one of the students, and I promised Master Eon that I would protect them.
Nice. Add a 3 to your d6.
3. So that's a plus 15. Diggity dog.
Nice.
34.
Oh,
Critical hit.
critical hit.
Oh,
Not great.
I mean, he is now badly injured with that strike, though. So
Okay.
that is pretty
Then-
good.
I'm gonna strike him one more time
All right.
because movement counts as an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can strike him one more time.
Yeah, just on the map, -5.
Okay.
Regular hit, but that's all
18
right.
is a hit.
Ooh. And another 15 points
Nice.
of damage. That will kill that little Vexgit creatures as you sort of slice its head off and its armored head kind of tings on the ground.
Nice. And then, am I able to use the rest of my movement? Because I think I still had 5 feet I could go. Or is that would that be another action?
That would be another action, yeah. So, I
Okay.
mean, you could put yourself. Are you looking to get closer to the door?
Yeah, just like transpose myself between the students and the door.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
Or yeah, I can just stay here, but say that I'm transposed.
Yeah. Well, you have. Another one takes up the place of the one you just killed, and seeing that the acolyte next to you is injured, he will strike at that guy. Rolled off that 20 with a miss.
Shoo!
Alright, I'll use a second attack. I'm using it on the other screen so it don't take up. Ooh, and a 1. This guy's a little unhinged, apparently, so we're good there. Alright, and you can see the other doorway now has a little bit of a crowded area
Bit of a bottleneck.
of these creatures. Let's see. Ooh, big damage. Critical miss. Nice.
Nice.
Let's see, where's this guy? Down here. Oh yeah, he's one of the ones in the other rooms. Missed and the last one. Alright, anxious. This acolyte next to you will pull out his sword and he will strike at the guy that's just tried to attack him. Yeah, make a decent little hit there. And he'll go ahead and try to strike again since there's not much else he can do. Ooh, but he will miss. That's okay. Alright, okay. Acolyte comes down here. Alright, they're beating some up. They're beating a couple guys up in other parts of the school here. Ooh, nice. Not great damage on a crit though.
Let's see.
Oh shit. Only had one attack though. Nervous acolyte. Just has a bunch of guys near him. He's gonna try to attack one more time. Miss. Alright. Alright, let's see if I can end a couple more of these guys. Nice. That killed one. And he'll attack another. Nope. Let's see. I'll try. Nope. Alright, the guy across from you is going to keep trying to keep these guys from getting in. And you are hearing reports that some of the other automatons throughout the school are keeping back these creatures. So everybody's doing a decent job at this moment.
I do find it ironic that as soon as Master leaves, we are attacked.
Crazy, right? Ooh, missed.
Lots of misses, dang.
Yeah. It's alright. He's gonna go for the bite. Nope. Then try with the maul. Alright. Ooh, and you are one of the other acolytes goes down.
No.
Right. Ooh, ouch. I'll follow that up with a hit. Okay. Oh, same room. That's good for me. Oh, no, natural one. Miss, and then we'll go to that. Yeah, it's tough to hit on that third attack. Alright, this guy is going to just pound these dudes into oblivion, hopefully. Hit. Yeah, 12 damage. Or, yeah. Is that one dead? No, it's still alive. Okay, tides of the battle have turned. Alright. That one's still alive? Damn. See if you can hit him. I don't think so. Nope. Deviant. Alright, he's just gonna wild on these guys. Nope. Oh yay. Hit. And the last bite. Not gonna happen. Alright, this guy is just gonna attack the one in the doorway with you. Miss. Miss. Might as well try again. You never know. You could always get that 20. Oh, almost. Alright, Numlock. You have one kind of in front of you. There's two at the door, and you know there's another half a dozen or so scattered throughout.
Okay. So I will just kind of shout out to the automaton across the room, because I can see that he's pretty beat up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just tell him to close the door to obstruct their entry and use yourself as a prop to hold it shut. And then I will instruct the two in front of me. If you know any healing magics, please use them on him. Or her. Or it. I'm not sure. And then, is that me telling them that? Is that an action?
No, that's fine. You can. That's a free action.
Okay. Alright, so let me see. There we go. Alright, and then I will attack this one again. I don't know if I ever attack that one. I'll attack this one regardless. Where's my stuff? Oh, okay. I was like, what did I click on? Okay. Hey, look at that.
There. Jeez.
Another critical. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Oh, you freaking kidding me?
Snake eyes on that, though.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, my God. That's so dumb.
I've seen a big number look so small.
Wow.
Oh, man, that's rough.
That's so dumb. Okay. Attack number 2. Miss. And then I'm going to use...
Now you can use exacting strike, so it's -5 again instead of -10.
God damn.
Alright, this one doesn't like you, so he's going to swing at you now. Because you just landed a big blow. He's going to try to...
Well, it wasn't that big. I thought it was, but it wasn't.
Well, he's going to hit for 6 points of damage. What is this? Ooh, sorry. Second hit will be a crit. 10 points of damage. And we're going to see if... Nope, won't hit with third. And this guy up here is going to get attacked a bunch as well. Ooh, critical hit.
Oh,
There you go.
jeez.
That guy on the other side of the room is looking really messed up right now. Can he hit with the third? Nope. Anxious student. He's going to see if he can maybe do what his teacher could not. Finish this guy. Oh. Oh, so close.
So close.
Hey, he hit with the second attack. And he will kill that other Vexit, and then he will run up to the other automaton, getting ready to maybe help him next time.
I will put in a request for extra credit.
Lots of things are happening right outside the door, you can hear. Oh, wait, he doesn't get that many attacks. He only got 2. Storm Acolyte in here will step up with his buddy. Actually, he could probably get to flanking, which will help. Oh, nice. Yeah, second attack. It's a pretty decent back and forth. Bite. Where was that? Yeah. This last one, I don't think will hit. Oh shit, never mind. Or he'll do critical. Okay.
Critical did no damage.
Huh?
A critical that did no damage.
5 points of damage is not no damage, but nice. You hear one of the automatons over the telepathic network go, "There is only one more of these intruders in the housing room."
Very good work. Please continue.
He is gonna try to get this last guy because he's real. There's one right there that's real hurt. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, that'll kill that one. So you see him punch one of these little Vex Git, and then he will close the door on the other one. This is the rest of his turn. And you hear another one come kind of charging up, clanking up, and they're pounding the door now with their little hammer mauls. bite. Yeah, really not rolling that much damage though. That's a bummer. Oh, missed. I don't know why. Last one. Let's see who's hurt. Oh, I'll go after him. All right. Oh yeah, I'll attack that guy. Oh shit. A lot of 20s have been rolled in this combat. Yeah, you hear one of the automatons say, I have 2 left in the galley. And he will strike
Very
at
good.
this guy. Let's see if he can. Alright, nope, don't miss. This curious acolyte will kind of look at you and say, What would you like me to do, Numlock?
Are there any further insurgents in that room?
He kind of like takes a step forward and peeks his head and he goes, I don't see her. I don't see any. I mean, there's the stairways that goes down to the cove to get to Master's Tower and everything, but I don't see any in the room over.
Please attempt to heal Envious Patched Automaton number 1.
Oh, right. Yes, you said that. And he runs over and he will. He doesn't really have a treat wounds, but we'll give him a what's this? He's got a decent wisdom. He's definitely not trained, but I'll give it a go. Oh, damn.
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
Well,
Oh,
then,
wow.
yeah, he will treat wounds.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Not great, but he's also really not trained in it. So he goes over and, you see him maybe could have put a couple like wires and stuff back in to the automaton, and then Numlock, it is your turn.
So if I listen in, do I hear any further in the room to the north?
Yeah, so up here, you hear 2 of them like slamming the door. You know that the galley is kind of in front of you over here, so you know there's at least 2 more there. And you know, this room doesn't have another exit, the one right below you kind of thing to the south. But if you go around to the galley and down to the 6 o'clock, that's how you get to the housing room where all the beds are and everything for the acolytes.
Okay. I'm going to start working my way that way. Is there an exit in this room?
There is
I mean,
not.
I can't
This is
remember.
kind of a storage room.
Okay.
There is a staircase that brings you down to the cove so you can get across to the Master's Tower.
Uh-huh.
But there is no... I mean, other than maybe going out the window and going around the building, you would have to go through the doorway up there.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go 1, 2. Please stand aside. And I will open the door. Oh, there we go. And I'll just I don't know if I can just push them to the side or something like that.
Yeah, they'll be
Instead of occupying their space.
totally.
But,
Yeah, those you'll sort of move around you to let you in to attack.
okay. And then I will begin swinging. Son of a...
Nope. And that's going to be all three of your actions. The one was the move, then the open the door, and then the swing. And now the one is mid swing, and you open the door, and then he just lunges out to bite you, as they do, because they're little shitheads. Actually, what is these? Oh, nope, that's not going to help him. Alright, he's going to bite you. Oh, natural one. Oh, and he'll hit with the last attack, surprisingly. That was his whole turn. This acolyte sort of steps back a little bit. Yeah, he can't really do anything at the moment. He seems to just ready if he sees an opening to do something. These guys are attacking this guy. Wow, that dice didn't really roll on my screen. It just sort of came out of the corner as an 8. That was pretty funny. Okay. Storm Acolyte's going to move in down here and attack. Nope. All right. Ooh, critical hit noise. Ooh, come on. Nope. Let's see. Can we get it? Can we get it? Ooh, no. This automaton is going to back up since you are now there. And he is going to actually do his ability called Mouth Beam at that guy. Ooh, alright.
Holy.
Nice. Damn.
And he will
Holy.
do a second one as this beam
That's
of
about how much
ice.
damage I should have done on either one of my crits.
And that guy, he's going to strike at you because he can't get by you. Actually, he has his maul out. He's going to... You got lucky it bounced off that 20 there. And a critical hit, miss, and a miss. All right. Enraged guy. He's pretty pissed, apparently. So many on the border of those 20s. And can he do it? Nope. This one down here. Oh, nice. Let's hit him with both, so damage. Alright, let's see. He's actually going to back up and fire Ice Beam again. Oh, okay. I should have just been firing Ice Beams this whole time, apparently. We're just going to crit on every single one. You hear over your network, one more in the galley is dead. There's one more remaining here. Storm Acolyte is... Can he might have some cover. Alright, well, I'm going to give the dude a little bit of an armor class boost since this guy's sort of trying to cut at him from across here. He's still going to hit him. Ooh, and a lot of damage. But there's really nothing else he can do. 8 oh, he hit him again still, even with the bonus. Alright, he will kill that one for you. And Numlock, we're back to you, sir.
Hopefully I can actually do something. Nope. Okay, there's something.
Hey, it's a hit. Oh.
What's it done?
Oh my god.
I mean, there's some
okay.
damage, you know.
Exacting strike.
Mm-hmm. Well, it would still be the next map because the second attack needs to be a miss for you to not get the extra penalty.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. All right, so it'd be a -10.
Yes.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try to do a dragging strike to try to drag him over this way,
Okay.
and then I should be able to move. When you move the creature, you can move the same distance in the direction as it. Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Nice.
Okay. I'll take it. Do that.
All right, you do 9 points and then you drag him, which, how are you?
Just like over this way. Try and get him out of the way of the door.
So you just kind of push him over
And
a
then
little
if I
bit.
can,
Mhm.
like, I can move with him. I'll
Yep.
just move out.
Yep, perfect. And then, yep, that's 3 actions, right? You attacked twice and then did the
Yep,
drag
that's-
strike. Perfect.
That's 3.
Oh, it's that guy. Like, it is him. He is going to try to bite you. He's going to try to bite you again. And, oh, he did
Okay.
hit that time. Nice. 6 points of damage. And then he's going to try last time to bite you. Ooh, no. Chipped a tooth on your body.
Take it. I will take it.
The Storm Acolyte will, walking by you, kind of catch up to team up with you. And he'll give it one more go. Oh, he does hit nice. Not a lot of damage these ones, but you know what? Every little bit helps. This guy here runs down here. Let's make sure we're biting the right guy. Will hit. here. Oh. All right, and then you hear all intruders in the commons have been killed. He will march his way.
Please advise if there are any intruders in the Master's lab.
And you hear one of them confirms. He will use all of his actions. And he will say the door to the Master's Tower is open. I see 2 of these creatures on the beach. The envious automaton says, I will head towards the staircase. And you see him disappear as he heads down to kind of the small dock that is in between the 2 islands. This guy is gonna take a step back so that he doesn't take a penalty for shooting ice beam at this guy. Damn. I'll give it one more ice beam shot. That'll hit. And not quite dead yet. This curious acolyte will sort of run around you guys to kind of start hopefully maybe administering first aid to stop his other acolyte friends from dying. Numlock, we're back to you.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this guy off.
Damn.
About frickin' time. Okay, let's see if I rolled snake eyes again. A little better than that.
You know what's
Little better than
crazy?
Snake Eyes.
That's their hit points. So that guy's dead.
Nice. All right, cool.
And
Um,
yeah, so that's your first attack. You know there is one more in the galley area.
okay. I'll just move 1, 2, 3.
35 feet. I mean, you could use all of your movement and be on top of him. Or no. Well, be pretty
Yeah,
close, right?
I can only move 10 more feet, I think.
You've moved about 15. 25, yeah, you'd be like right here.
Well, no, 25 is my total movement.
Well, each action. So,
yeah.
you hit
Okay,
the
yeah,
guy, so you can
You're right,
move
you're
up to
right. Okay, so if I
25.
go-
So you can go 10 more feet here with your second action. And then from
10.
there, another 25. Yeah, you're like right behind him. You're like right here. Yeah, you're like right here with your last 2 actions.
Oh, wait a minute. Because that from here was 15 feet.
Yep.
So I should be here, and then I got
Yep.
my next action should get
25
me
feet?
like right here.
Oh, yeah, no,
Yeah.
perfect. Who knows?
All right, that's what I'll do.
Cool. Acolyte goes to administer more first aid. This last one here sees you, turns around, and just tries to bite you. More. Not gonna happen. Acolytes are all gonna help their friends. This automaton finally gets to a good viewing point, and he goes, "I believe there are a few that have broken into the Master's Tower." Can he hit that guy?
Okay.
They are just out of my range for the ice beam. That guy is getting things set up. This one will fire at that guy. Oh. Alright. Fire again. Alright. That one is dead, and effectively for the moment, this encounter is over, as all of the ones inside the school have been vanquished.
All right. If that's the case, then I'm gonna make my way to the cove.
Yeah. So you take that staircase, goes pretty much all the way down. I'm going to put you at a different spot on the map, but you are effectively under here, which there's a little boat launch. You do
Okay.
see two over there, but that patched up one will come with you. And I will say by the time you guys get over there, he will be able to strike these two dead with his ice beams.
Okay.
So we will put you guys here.
And then, do I have any? I don't know if my current inventory. If I need to pay attention to that from the other time, but am I able to take like a potion of healing or anything? I've got one in my inventory.
Go ahead and take that one, but like replace it. Like don't use it.
Okay. Let's see. Can I go ahead and use 13? Okay.
Nice.
Awesome. Okay.
Nice. There you go. All right. We're gonna just go ahead and start the next encounter because there are a couple more of these creatures. For ease of that. So you can go ahead and, well, I guess at this point too, if you are, would you want to stealth or use perception or pretty much any skill can be something for initiative. If there is a skill other than perception you think would fit this situation for you.
Yeah, if I could potentially sneak up on them, I'd like to try that.
Yeah, you can go ahead now when you're on your character sheet, if you look, there should be a little drop down for initiative. You change that to stealth and it will roll with your initiative with stealth.
My stealth is only +2.
Okay. Well, they pretty much don't know what's happening. So they are trashing the tower. The automation will look at you and ask, do we proceed forward or do you want to lead?
I look at him and I'll just say, I am in better functioning condition. Allow me to take point.
So he will just ready an action to move right after you've moved. Which will be now.
All right, so if I go... So that's about 10 feet there. 20. And 20. Ooh.
25 is probably right in the door.
Ew, I don't want to step in there. I'll just say, please end trashing my master's lab.
And you can see they all sort
And
of turn at you.
I'll shout at them, basically, assuming they're probably going to attack me.
Yeah, and the automation
And then
comes up behind you.
And then I use 2 actions to ready an action. Is that right?
Yep,
One
yep.
action
So
to
if
ready
you,
and 1 action to activate. Okay.
yep.
And that's what I will do.
All right. This one,
I'll attack. Attack as soon as one gets
Yeah.
within range.
which will be this guy. He does need to use 2 actions to get to you, but he will charge forward with his maul out. I'm going to put him right outside the door. And you can go ahead and resolve your attack first.
Okay. I think what I want to try to do is do a dragging strike for this guy and just send him off of this cliff.
Okay. See it sort of like try to home run hit him with your sword.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, if you hit perfect. So go ahead and do damage and then
So 8 damage.
8
He is off
damage.
guard.
Perfect.
I think until the end of my turn.
Well,
But
and
I guess this
then
constitutes the end of my. Or what does it say? Until the end of your current turn, and you can move it 5 feet. Oh, I can move it 5 feet toward me. But that doesn't make. Okay, so riddle me this, GM.
mhm.
Until the end of your turn, you can move it 5 feet towards you. When you move the creature, you can move the same distance in the same direction as it, even if you're adjacent to the target. So can I only pull it? But how does that make sense?
I'm okay with us saying that you can kind of push him around.
Like I don't. Yeah,
I don't
mean,
mind
use-
that. So
I wouldn't use it to like push him away because it's
Mhm.
not in the name, but I'm not really sure how to read that. So if you're cool with it, yeah.
yeah, no, I'm fine with it. Well, how I envision it is like you come in with your great sword and your momentum of the great sword, you can kind of maneuver him, whether you get him on the shoulder and sort of drag him this way or something like that. I'm cool with that. That's fine. 5 feet. In
Sweet.
this instance, it's also great because it's just right around that 5 foot mark. And I'll say he plummets to the horrible currents and is very much dead. So is this the scared one?
Sweet.
I'm going to remove this combatant from the combat.
Please continue attacking, if you dare.
Or, hope I removed the wrong one. My bad.
I
Let's
just love
reroll
the
this guy's
visual.
initiative.
Just.
Mm-hmm. And then it is going to be... normally be his turn. It is...
Oh, I just looked up a picture of these things. They're nasty.
yeah, they're nasty like us. It's actually this guy's turn. Because I messed with initiative. So this other one comes in towards you, sir. And will attempt to attack. Biting you first. Then hitting you with his second attack. And that'll miss. And then our automaton friend, he's far enough away where he can ice beam this guy and not worry about it.
Sweet.
One more ice beam. Ooh, no. We'll try it for shits and giggles. Yeah, no, horribly miss. All right. Arrogant one. We'll pretty much take the other side of the door. Come at you with maul in hand. Ooh, hit. try to attack you again. Ooh. This guy's looking for the kill. With some good damage.
I'm down.
You are down. All right. So you, for a moment, you know, it all goes black and you sort of crumple to the ground here. Go ahead and if you look on your character sheet, recovery check if it lets you click it. Or are you just at 0?
I'm at 0.
It's weird that it's not doing dying automatically. Hold on. Okay, now see if it does recovery check.
Here we go.
You reduce your dying value by 1, so you are stabilized.
Sweet.
You are still unconscious, but you are not dying. And you are not a threat to these guys at this particular moment in time. This guy's going to step over your body. I just want to see if this guy will maybe save the round here. Nope, probably not. Oh, he doesn't take any damage because he's got decent armor resistance. Nice. Okay. This guy's turn. Does good damage. All right. And everything goes black. You hear them sort of finish off the other automaton. And you come back to the Blue Water Inn. Right as the scratching at the window and everything you are used to kind of happens. And you reflect for a moment on that event. And that was... You remember your master waking you and telling you that it was a close call, that, you know, the other automatons and the other acolytes saved you. And that event sort of sped up where you are today. A couple months later, he would actually get another clue, and it seemed this research into an artifact that could maybe extend his life and give him immortality or the power over death is like the one thing he's always been searching for. He may have found it. And within a year at that point, he would disappear. And the students would wrap up their year and you would send them home, as the master had always said that if he was gone for more than half a year, you were to send all the students, back home and lock all the research in sort of a cleanup protocol, so to speak. Now, Hobokinn. Same kind of thing. You kind of a little restless that evening. You can also make sure you are full health, full stamina, and all those things as well.
Good.
And you are thinking back to a time since, you haven't had good drink since you've been on this mission. Even from the start of your caravan, you were sort of rationing the alcohol since you didn't know how long you were traveling and how much you were going to use. So it's been probably at least 2 to 3 weeks before you've had a really good night. And you fall off to sleep and you hear laughter of a couple of your friends. And I will jump us to the last really good party you remember. You were at the Dragon's Tavern with your friends Jan and Amiri. Amiri, a barbarian like yourself, maybe even a little bit of a romantic interest to you. But she can 1-to-1 you in drinks. You, beat her only slightly in things of combat prowess and strength. And Loon was kind of this crazy Keonan you guys picked up, which is kind of the oriental culture of Galarian, and she just, her fists are fire. You know, she can throw fire from her hands, and it's all this kind of martial arts craziness. But the three of you were well-priced mercenary band. Most of the time, you went out and did pretty easy things for some quick gold to get some quick drinks and have a good time, and that's why you landed in the Dragon's Tavern. The bartender, anxious bartender, serving you good drinks. There's some of the town guard are in here as well, and there's other miscellaneous townsfolk and stuff. But it's the middle of the afternoon. These guys probably got off their morning shift, and you guys are loud and obnoxious. And Amari looks at you and says, "Hobokinn, you know there's a boar competition happening in a few days. We should definitely enter that and find that big boar that everybody's been talking around town. Steel Tusk or something like that. What do you say?"
I mean, if you put enough drink in me, I will take down anything.
I mean, the prize purse is supposed to be 75 gold.
That is enough for me to go no matter.
Good, because I'm going to win. I mean, obviously, the first round will be on me when I win, but I'm going to beat you.
Oh, you don't want to attack as a team. I see. That is your first mistake.
Shh.
Or I will get that board.
Look, you may have taken on those 8 bandits by yourself last week. That's only because Loon's dinner the night before gave me a sour stomach, and it wasn't fair. And Loon looks at her and goes, "Everything I cook is perfectly temperature." And she snaps her fingers and kind of her hand engulfs in flame. She's like, "There's no way you could eat anything of mine that's undercooked." And they sort of get into a little argument about that.
You two are always complaining about eat this, don't eat that. It hurt me, it don't hurt you. Why don't we just be happy and eat the delicious food that is always prepared for us? And don't worry. With this extra gold that'll be in my pocket, maybe I'll buy something that'll finally shut you up.
Psh, extra gold. Yeah, right. I told you I'm winning that. Loon will back me up. And Loon sort of just rolls her eyes at Amari and, "Hey, bartender, can we get another platter of meat?" And the bartender goes, "That's the 4th one you guys have had tonight. You're gonna eat me out of all my stock."
I mean, if the goals are plenty, why complain?
Yeah, all right. And he sort of walks off. And can you make me a perception check, Hobokinn?
Because I'm very thankful.
Should be right there on the left.
Oh, I was looking at initiative the whole time.
Should be right above initiative. There you go. You hear it right, and maybe even smell it. You know, you have a natural fear of magic, and so maybe that gives you like a sixth sense almost to when something arcane or unnatural is happening, and all of a sudden you just sort of get this sense of magic as these little pops happen all around the tavern, and these little demon-like creatures pop up in multiple places throughout the tavern and start to cause chaos, flipping chairs, throwing cups, doing all these crazy things, lighting the bar on fire, and just causing all kinds of destruction. And one sits itself on your table, and the meat, the beer, everything that's on your table freezes. And we will roll into initiative.
Oh, that's just all the crap that activates.
What happened?
I was like, why is there so much to my initiative? But I forget, like, things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Did the rage actually work this time?
I don't know. We'll find out here in a second after I've rolled. I need to get the macro again that lets me just roll for everybody I select. Because that is a lot easier than doing this 20 times. And you can see the guards kind of kick back their chairs and pull their swords. Let's see. Where are you at? You are affect rage. Let's see. Hey, it added it that time.
It worked.
Did it correctly.
Oh,
Nice. And I'm going to click begin encounter. And these guys are just causing chaos. Amiri kicks her chair back, pulls out her great sword, and yells in rage as this little mephit has ruined all of your guys' food. Although she does... we'll give her one attack, mostly just because it's fun. You stupid little imp creature. And she rolls a natural one. She's a little too drunk, apparently. Alright, this fire guy... let's see. I'm going to... roll something to see what he might do. Yeah. And he... All right, a 15-foot cone from this one here. And so that should hit everybody, I believe. Yep, engulfs your table in flame. If you will hit this basic reflex save, sir, that should be in chat. Nice. You pass. Let's see if your friends pass. She passes easy. Loon does not pass. All right.
The fire person doesn't.
Yeah. All right. You will take half of that. She will take half of that. So 2 has her as somewhat beat up, which is not true. So she'll take some. Does she get a resistance? I'm unsure if her fire gate gives her resistance. She does get resistance, so she will take half as well.
Fantastic.
But she effectively is burning. Which I need to drag onto her. And let's see, that was, and then it will do more fun things to itself. This one also doing things. All right. Hobokinn, there is a little ice mephit dancing on your table, causing destruction and freezing all of your food and drink. There's one that just shot fire at you behind you, and there are more shooting flame and ice throughout the tavern. What would you like to do?
What I am pissed about the one who lit me on fire. You have destroyed my food. You shall be taking me for it.
The loving fire method above you there. Or are you're attacking the one on the table? Perfect.
Yeah, on the table, yeah.
Gotcha.
Food
That'll
on
hit.
fire.
Go ahead and roll that damage.
Oh.
8 points of damage is still pretty good hit against an ice method. You can attack again and just remember to hit that MAP, the second one in, the -5.
Got it. Seeing as how I'm a little upset about the food being destroyed, I will boon.
Okay. Roll that D6 before this next attack then.
Nice.
And you guys can keep these boons when we get into the regular story as well. So you'll have a +2.
Nice.
So you don't need to mark them off on your character sheets.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, so just roll your attack with
Can I
the...
type it in here?
Oh, no, just you should be able to when you do the attack. It should pop up with a thing and then like a random modifier. You can just add 2 to that. Did you find it?
Got it. There we
Cool,
go.
cool. Do remember to click add when you do it. We'll see if it should do it.
Oh my
Oh, there you
goodness.
go. There you go. You will miss. Now, you have 1 action left. You can try to swing again. It's a -10. Or, you could do something like an intimidation. So demoralizing the creature. Target it and click the intimidate skill. And if you get high enough, he will be frightened.
Did I have to wait 1 round for that one though? Like what it says on mine? It would have to be in 1 round of.
It would be the...
Or would them breaking in be a round? Like of them breaking in.
No, this would be the first round. So
It sounds weird.
if it says you have to do it on the next...
Because it gives me the ability to have, instead of a minute with them,
Mhm.
1 round of I'll try to read it for you real quick.
If you could put it... What is it on your character you're reading?
It is
Intimidating strike?
no, that one I technically don't have right now.
Ah, okay.
It is under quick coercion.
Quick coercion. You can bully others with a choice. Implications: you can coerce a creature after 1 round of conversation. So that one is more of a get you to do this kind of thing,
Okay.
more than that is a demoralize. So like intimidating glare, you can try to demoralize. So if you make sure he's targeted and click demoralize, and then that should bring up a thing that has...
I'll demoralize the one in front of me.
Okay, and then if you click on the demoralize, it should bring up an intimidation button thing you can click, and that will roll it in chat for you. Or you can just go into your character sheet and click intimidate and roll that way. As long as he's targeted, it should... Oh, dang. Yeah, he is frightened. He's shaking in his boots. And then these guys
You mess with my food.
kind of run over, and he's going to try to attack this ice method with his spear. and again, a little too drunk. But maybe the drunken way the spear works eventually. Okay. This one will get up and attack the same one his buddy attacked. Miss, maybe with a second attack. Damn.
Whew.
Alright. Only 9 damage. Not too bad, though. Curious Fire Method. He will come to the edge, and he will also... Well, actually, what do we got here? Is this No, he is going to Breath Weapon as well. So, 15-foot cone off of him. Oh, he's too far. No, he can actually move to get you guys. All of you. That should be good. Yes, okay. Alright, if you will again, hit that reflex save. Alright, you saved. All of you have saved. So, let's see what kind of damage it takes. Ooh, 8 points. That's right. You will take half that, actually. Do this. Half. She's actually only going to take 2 because she's resistant. And none of you have any more persistent fire damage. Yep, that's that one's turn. This ice one will move over and attack some of these guards. I think he's got the same thing. He's just going to roll damage. He's going to breath weapon as well. Let's see. Alright, both of these guards are going to become icicles as they freeze in place and are removed from combat. Okay. This one's still causing a ruckus over here. This guard, pissed off that his friends just got killed, will attempt to kill this one with a spear. That's right, they hit on the second attack, never the first, it's fine. Oh no, he has one more. He's just gonna attack the guard. He's on top of him. Miss. Ooh. Hit. Alright. Ooh, that card looks very wounded. This ice one will move up and he will do his ice breath weapon. If you will.
So these 3 over here have all cast a spell, right?
They've all, well, it's been breath weapon, so they've all basically spit fire or ice at you. I mean, they in themselves are magical. So I guess I don't know if you would see that as casting magic, because it would be the same thing as a dragon breathing kind of thing.
Okay.
So I guess that is up for you to interpret.
Well, it's kind of it does make a bit of a difference if it is a spell or not, because of my if I witness target casting a spell, I get like buffs. So I wasn't sure if that's
Let me read exactly what it says. Breath weapon, arcane, cold. Okay, so it is arcane. So if it's bonuses for magic, I would say then those qualify. But I do need you to hit that basic reflex save that's in chat, because it's a... Alright, they are going to fail. Yeah, or you fail. Alright, so you're going to take... You are going to take full damage. Ooh. I'll do it over here. Let's do this. So, damage, half damage. And let's see. This one on the table, who is frightened, is going to lash out at you. Doesn't want to do the breath weapon. Now, this one is going to cast a spell on you. This one is going to use Chill Touch. So, hand reaches out, and you can see kind of a magical energy gather around as it goes to attack you. Do you see the basic fortitude save in chat?
Hmm.
Can you click that for me, please? All right, so you do save. Let's see. Living creature, this spell deals void damage equal to 1d4 plus your spell count. The target attempts a basic but save, but is also enfeebled for 1 round on a critical failure. Okay, so you're just going to take damage, but you are not enfeebled. So you are going to take 6 points of necrotic damage as it touches you, and this just feels like your life is being drained from you. And then it's going to attack you with the other claw, but miss horribly. All right, now it is Yun's turn. Yun being a kineticist that I've never actually played. I just think they're really cool. What does this do? You see she turns to this entire table, and you've seen her do this before. She seems to be summoning the flame, and under these two methods here, you can see the fire start to kind of coalesce as they need to make reflex saves. Ooh, critical fail.
Ooh.
All right, so one. Is gonna take. So the fire one doesn't take any, but this guy, for a critical fail, I'm gonna say he's gonna take double. And that is all of Loon's turn because she rolled horribly, but she does need to make a flat check. She does fail. How much damage can this thing do? I don't think she can actually. Yeah, she's still kind of taking fire from this creature, actually. I can roll it there, never mind. Nope. So she takes half, though. And there's this one. That one's doing stuff over there. Amiri will swing at the guy on the table. And actually, she will. Is he still? Yeah, he's still frightened. Okay. So she does not have to do that. She will hit this guy. Damn, she has a lot of damage. she will kill that mephit, and then she will take a step over close to the fire and attack the second one. And ooh, max damage. She will cleave that one in two as well. And that will be her turn. This fire mephit will step out of the little fire thing going on here. Just going to get rid of it. And swing around to attack Amiri. Actually, she's going to spells, isn't she? Yes, she actually won't do that. She's going to cast a spell on Amiri instead. Daze. She succeeds, so nothing happens. Using a jolt deals mental damage equal to your spell casting, so she's gonna roll some damage. A little bit of psychic damage, not a whole lot. But she didn't critically fail, so that's fine. And yep, these guys are just, you can see that they are lighting these tables on fire or making them so frozen they're just pure ice now on the other side of the tavern here. And Hobokinn, it is your turn.
Fantastic. I'm going to run up to this one for the one action. I guess I'm kind of stepping on that one, trying not to get in the flame.
It's
Here.
fine now. You can walk around it. I'm not too worried about it.
Fantastic. With action number 2, I am going to swing at the one he casted a spell.
Perfect.
Don't know if it's adding anything, but we'll find out.
What should it be adding?
It should be...
Unless it's adding at least 5, it's not going to do anything. It'll still be a hit, but
Oh crap, I should have been getting 2+ bonuses for saved against magic. Oh shit.
I don't know if that would have changed all
The
that
next
much,
magic
but-
hit. No, I'm gonna say yeah. The next magic hit, I'll look to see.
Mhm.
And then, oh, never mind. It's for increased damage. My bad.
Oh, no, you're good, you're good. All right, well, go ahead and hit that damage button then for me. Because I know it'll add it for the rage, as it does. Ooh, 13. Nice. Big strike. You think if
Should have
you...
added
To break it down, let's see.
1 damage.
So you should add one more? Because you
'cause
have...
it would be 6 + 7 = 13. Plus, I would get my increase from rage would go from.
Well, the rage is
Oh,
on
never
there.
mind, it did
The
not.
rage is on there.
Just
yeah.
kidding. That's kidding.
Okay. Yeah, now that rage works, it should add it.
Fantastic. I didn't even see the +4. It's so small.
Yeah. And then if you want to use your second attack for your third action, then minus
Sure
5.
would. I will swing again and have the same piece of freaking.
Oof.
I wish that landed on the 19. Instead, it rolled to the 1.
All right.
Holy crap.
The fire method. Well, there's a lot of things happening, and there's a lot of possible targets. You know what? He's just going to move slightly and get flanking on you and try to bite you. Oh, damn. Right in the neck. Right in the neck. 11 points. This thing bites you in the neck, and
Good, yeah.
you can feel just heat from it. And it's going to try to do that one more time. You seemed pretty easy to bite. Oh, Ah.
Oh my god!
All right. Well, kills characters in their
Dude,
prologues.
take it easy on him, man. This
I
is
am
supposed to,
down.
he's supposed to live through this.
This is
I am
the
down -10.
All right. Well, we're gonna end the encounter, and you wake up. I don't know, sometime later, in a bed, with Amiri looking down at you, laughing as you kind of come to consciousness. She goes, it must have been luck of the gods that you killed those bandits because you were bitten by a mephit and you went down? This is some sort of joke, Hobokinn. And she hands you a flask.
No, you didn't complain this much the last time I went down.
No, because
I'll kind of give her a little sad wink.
it
You know
wasn't
what
as
I
funny.
mean?
It only took me and Loon under 5 minutes to kill the rest of those creatures and put out the fire, while you were over there under that table taking a nap.
You know how your stomach, it hurt that one day? Maybe same thing. I understand now.
Yeah,
Give me that flask.
I'm sure. She hands you the flasks and helps you to your feet. And with that, as you take a swig of this whiskey, something that the two of you, maybe you guys are from a similar area. And this was kind of the flask that you really only open on occasions like this. It puts the fire in your belly and kind of awakens you up again. And as that touches your lips and you remember that flavor and that sensation, you hear the crashing of the window and the start of the combat with the vampire spawn, and you are brought back to the Blue Water Inn. And I think we're going to probably do a little bit of a shorter stream, since I didn't think I was going to kill the barbarian that easily. Or that quickly. I thought, I knew the damage output from these 3 characters could easily do at least 2 of those mephits around, but also apparently the damage output of the mephits could kill one of them around as well. But yeah, we had a little back story and a little starting on their adventure for both of these characters.
Now, my question is the fact that my student was asking about mephits, does that have anything to do with the fact that there happened to be mephits at the Dragon's Tavern that night?
It could have
Is
been
my student behind it?
maybe. And also could have been JJ forgetting that he put mephits in that encounter and not your encounter. But also, it could be canon that maybe he is now a mephit master, which is why he was so interested in them in the first place. Which it is something that is always... that is honestly a question I've always had too, because, mephits are elemental beings, but they are shaped like little winged demons. And so I have wondered if maybe there is some sort of cross influence, that happens when you try to summon more of a complicated elemental creature.
Yeah, that is interesting, because it's not just the fire mephits that are like devilishly shaped. It's all of them.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Right. Something to ponder and something to put canonically in the world there.
I'm still pondering this question.
I mean, those are clearly the ones that mess with your ice cubes.
For sure, 100%. Little demon elementals.
Wow, full circle.
See, I planned this from the start, you guys. Storytelling. But awesome. Well, thank you guys. I had a lot of fun doing that. It was a little improv-y there. It was a little kind of fun. Got to show off some of Moss's amazing maps that he has created.
Yeah. I'm glad that they finally got some use, man, because I haven't really had much of a use for them, even though I've been making them.
Yeah, I was going through them today, and I'm like, and then you did the Wizard Off the Shore, and I was like, this one's perfect.
Perfect.
So, yeah, it was cool. And chat, thank you guys for hanging out. We're going to cut a little short today. But hopefully everybody next week is healthy and well and can talk and isn't going to cough up along on everybody's ears and everything, and we can see where you guys want to go in Barovia, because you're sort of catching up kind of quickly on some of the things that are happening there, but each of those will branch off into many other things and other tangents, and there's many a mystery for you guys to uncover within the midst of Barovia. And hopefully wizards, vines, and vampires are not the worst that you'll run into. But yeah, as we kind of close here, Moss, what do you got coming up this week?
Well, tomorrow I'll be over on Avenue Studios for their Nova Beast campaign, so definitely go and check that out. Friday, as always, Jacob's Ladder is going to drop at 3 p.m. Central. So yeah, if you're keeping up on that, it's quite interesting. I think this next episode will be. This next episode has, you know what? I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I was editing it today, and I was having, I was really hamming it up. So I apologize. But yeah, other than that, Masculine Lathotep over on Moonskull. Go and check that out. And oh yeah, Friday also is Strange Aeons. Check that out as well. And then you can also just watch me make these maps on Saturday mornings. It's, I don't know, I guess it's my answer to Saturday morning cartoons, but for not quite adults. It's like somewhere in between adults and not adults. So yeah, that's what I got going on.
Nice. Anthony, you got anything going on you want to tell the people about? Or do you want to do maybe fill in for Biggles and shout out all his channels?
So I looked up to see when the hell he was doing stuff, and I realized he has some big gaps in his last couple episodes. So maybe he's been a little under the weather for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So he'll get back. He'll be right. It's been like 2 weeks. He's been a little sick. It's a long time, but
yeah, whatever this is has like
not
a 10-day-ish minimum right now. It's like adult RSV, I guess. It's going around the restaurants and stuff, so I'm like staying away from everybody.
dude, I get sick every other 5 minutes working at a retail store. I work mostly in the cold and flu section for a majority of my day, so I get sick like every other month.
Yikes.
I understand.
Well, awesome. And then
If
me,
not, I'll be here
yeah.
8 Eastern, 7 Central on Wednesdays.
Perfect. And for me, I am going to finish up Dispatch on Friday night. So I will make a thing here for YouTube and whatnot for Friday evening. Once I figure out what time I can jump on, because I think I have 3 episodes of that left. 3 or 4, so probably a nice long stream for you guys to come hang out and watch me be the most average superhero dispatcher there is ever, which, you know what? I don't think that's necessarily true, because I've yet to have any of them get downed. Some of them get injured when they don't succeed on missions, but that, some of that, though, too, is like story driven. Like, you almost can't 100% the game because there are certain heroes that have to fail at certain points. Like the Flame guy. He goes and literally sets a building on fire, and then you got to dispatch a hero. But it's funny because if you fail that, when you dispatch it, you fail that, it gets worse. And I'm like,
love it.
Oh, okay. So it's been pretty entertaining. And Chrysanth doubting my ability to pick up
Heroes was so much better than the Super Bowl.
Right. I know, and I was playing it.
It was so much better than the Super Bowl. Holy crap.
And Chrysanth doesn't think I can fix Evisigal, who also went by Evisabitch when she was a supervillain. So I can fix her. It's fine. Don't you worry, Chrysanth, if you're watching. I will fix her. And you can come watch. But other than that, thank you guys for being here this evening. We'll be back next Wednesday to continue our story. And we will see you guys then. Let me find my ending thingy there.